What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Football Chatbox. My name is Ryan, and welcome to the pre-season draft Q&A stream. Kind of welcome FPL MFZ late. Yes, I am indeed a bit late. Sorry about that. Welcome. How are you all doing? Um, Now we're going to be looking at a few drafts, looking at your drafts. If you have any drafts as well, share it in the chat. If you have screenshots, send it over. I was making my draft and now you are here. Just done my first draft. Can I send it to you on X? Yes, that is the point of the stream. Send it over. And I'm going to be building a Haaland draft as well. I've got a couple drafts from the community that have been sent to me as well. One is from Shubharan, which I will bring up right about now over here. And we got Kanav's draft as well. Can you guys see this? Is it clear? Maybe? Hope so. F Freddy, welcome. How are you doing? FPL Freddy, welcome. All right, so let's start with Kanav, who has his team up first. Basically, he has gone for Watkins, Solanke, Joe Pedro, Saka, Palmer, Foden, Gordon, Bowen. Interesting midfield. Pedro Porro, Branthwaite, Anderson, Taylor, Cresswell, and goalkeepers are Pickford and Onana. Oh, interesting. Pickford and Onana as goalkeepers. That's 5 million goalkeepers. Interesting picks. What is the thought process behind it? Taylor is from which team? Is this the Charlie Taylor from Southampton? Ooh, I'll be cautious about Southampton players, to be honest. I'm not really sure how they'll do. But if you guys want to let me know thoughts on Southampton, let me know as well. Com, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome. Now I'm going to be building a Haaland draft as well because I think it's worth considering a Haaland draft because you need to have options available. What I would do is we'll look at a Haaland draft. I think we need to look at a non-Haaland, maybe a Salah draft or something, or even without Haaland and Salah as well, just to give it some consideration. And I would recommend that you guys also build one just to have ideas available in terms of what could be possible and what won't be possible. SJ, welcome. How are you doing? So we'll have a look at all of them. And if Shubharan is in the chat as well, Shubharan, let me know because we'll look at your team as well. Joseph, welcome. How are you doing? Hello, Ryan and fellow chat boxes. Welcome. I focused on playing 11, not subs. That's fair enough. I'm a Southampton fan. Don't pick our defenders. There you go from Freddy. But Freddy, I do have a question. I did mention this in the enablers video. If you guys want to go and check the enablers video with regards to Southampton's forward, Adam Armstrong as an option as well. Someone to kind of consider. Fixtures are not too bad actually for a forward. So maybe someone to consider. Defenders though, I won't look at Southampton defense. I don't think you guys were that good in the championship in terms of keeping clean sheets as well, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll be a bit cautious on the Southampton defenders. Favorite in mids. Yeah, I'm also currently favorite in mids. Alan Armstrong would be the only one I would consider. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's the thing. Adam Armstrong, the only one. To be honest. Alright, we're gonna build a Haaland draft. Adam. His name is Adam, right? Yeah. We're gonna build a Haaland draft while I wait for FPL MFZ as well to send me his draft. I've got we got FPL MFZ's one as well. Here we go. Open image in a new tab. There we go. Oh, what did I do? This is actually better. All right, here we go. FPL MFZ. Are you here? So basically, we got Miguel, which is Forest? Is Miguel from Forest? I have to keep looking now. All these new names, not yet memorized. Yes, he is from Forest. Miguel, Trent, Anderson, Mikalenko, Gordon, Nkunku, Salah, Rashford, Hudson-Odoi, Haaland, Isak, Turner, Barco, Robinson, and Ladapo. That is from Ipswich, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he will start. He might start. Will he start? I need to have a look at the. Let's bring up SofaScore as well. Why did I just put Allen? I have no idea. Don't like promoted defenders. They always a chance of shipping goals. Yeah, that's the thing. The only promoted team that I have in defense is just Ipswich, just because of their run. As you guys can see, the amount of searches that I've done. Only because I like their run. They have made a new sign-in in central defense, which is, I think it's Jacob Greaves is their new sign-in, if I'm not mistaken. But alongside him, if you guys are really looking for a cheaper, like a cheap Matt Doughty type replacement, you would be looking at someone like, oh, we get lineups. Nice. Leaf Davis is someone I would probably look at. If you're looking for a cheap Matt Doughty type replacement, Leaf Davis, a very attacking fullback. If you have 4.5 to spare, I would probably go for him, to be honest. Appear MLZ, looking at your team instead of Ladapo. Robinson is not too bad. Good fixtures. Turner, you've gone for double Forest keepers. Now, I see everyone going. First of all, I have a question. I've seen a lot of questions with regards to Ward, Danny Ward. I know Danny Ward played in a friendly, but he's surely not Leicester's first choice goalkeeper, right? He didn't even play a single championship game. Or am I just mistaken? And everyone's just having Ward in their team. But you've gone for double. I don't know if I would go for the double keepers from the same team. It feels like you miss out on a spot of a goalkeeper. And like if they don't do well in terms of keeping a clean sheet, then you're kind of screwed. You're stuck with two keepers from the same team, and you can't really pivot as well. But I don't mind it for now, just for building a draft. Something that I wanted to look for this week in terms of creating a video, which is rotation pairings. To try and find goalkeeper rotation pairings, even defender rotation pairings. Need to have a look into that. Anderson, Mikalenko could be decent. He's had some interest in terms of transfer rumors, but I think he'll be fine. Robinson's fine. Trent is an interesting pick. I've seen a few with Trent, Robertson. I don't mind it. Read my thoughts for better understanding. Yes, I should do that as well. Sorry. Trent is an interesting pick. All right, so Robinson and Anderson, still not sure. Fair enough. Villa, Palace, Fulham defenders. Only need two from them. Hudson-Odoi can be... Oh, Villa, Palace, and Fulham defense. You can go for Villa as well. Like, yeah, I agree. Konsa is not a bad choice. 4.5. Only need two from them. Hudson-Odoi can be Gibbs White. Yeah, true. But that means Gordon needs to be downgraded. Hudson-Odoi is also not a bad option, to be honest. You did try Adam Armstrong, but you see better value investing in mids. I probably agree with that as well. In terms of investing in mids. Oh wait, Ladapo is a 4.5 million forward. Oh, I thought he was a defender. My bad. United, Rashford loves to shoot. PPS. Ideally, Bruno is the one. I think Bruno is probably the one. With Garnacho, I'm a bit. Here's the thing. I want to watch United's preseason games in the US a bit more before deciding what exactly is going to happen. Because I am very interested this season to see how a certain Amad Diallo does on the right wing. I think he could potentially get more game time this season. So I would keep an eye out in preseason as well, just to keep an eye. I know people are going for Garnacho, like we're thinking Rashford, Haaland, or Zirkzee or someone, and Garnacho might be the front three, but keep an eye out for Amad Diallo. He could very well make that right wing. He's actually the more natural right winger in the club. So he could make that right wing spot his. So just keep an eye out for that. Just looking at 4 million keeper that play, so just a placeholder, fair enough. At the moment, there aren't any 4 million keepers, I think, that will play. The Haaland Salah Robertson draft is something like mine. Yes, you do have one, don't you? And then Shubharan, who is right here, welcome. All Haaland plus Salah drafts seem to be missing premium midfielders, and not sure if Salah pops up under the new manager. Yeah, that's why I want to consider just a Haaland draft only as well. I want to build a Haaland draft and just see. Better than Rogers that everyone is hyping up. Fair point, fair point. I mean, he's done well in preseason, Rogers, to be honest. All right, this is Shubharan's draft. I'm just going to see if I can get a slightly better quality. Probably not. I don't know why Discord keeps like downgrading quality at times. All right, this is Shubharan's one. Basically gone Sanchez and Ward. I guess Ward is a 4 million placeholder. But Guardiola, Dan Burn, Miklenko, Mitoma, Salah, Eze, Nkunku, Gordon, Haaland, Isak, Pau Torres, Stewart, and Mbabu from Fulham. How often does Diallo play? Though already there is a competition from Garnacho. That is exactly why I'm like think we need to monitor preseason. Now the thing is, there's rumors today that Sancho could be going to PSG and whatnot. Their interest over there. I'm not really sure how Sancho. I still don't know if Sancho will be here at the club, and I have to wait and see on that. So I think it's still Garnacho, Diallo, Amad Diallo, Rashford, and I would probably put Mason Mount even in terms of like that if he stays fit. We need to kind of monitor and see. I'm still unsure what United's front three is going to be like exactly. So I want to wait and see, which is why I think Bruno Fernandes is still going to be probably the best value for money. But keep an eye out. I think we need to monitor preseason. They're going to the US this week, so we'll see how they do in the US in terms of tour over there. Who would you start from, Johnston and Henderson for Crystal Palace goalkeepers? Wasn't Johnston the one who started last season and then Henderson got the games in the last couple as well? I would still think it would be Johnston, to be honest. I do rate Johnston more than I rate Henderson. I can also find out, like, we have a minutes tracker that Fantasy Football Scout tends to do. So I should be able to find out over that. But the thing is, where is the minutes tracker? Trying to find it. Hold on. Give me a second. Here we go. Minutes tracker. FPL Prem. The thing is, there's going to be a lot of fixtures in terms of preseason that get played this week. I think there are a few scheduled for the 26th and the 27th, and even 24th. I saw a few games scheduled. So we'll get a lot more information in terms of preseason this week from quite a lot of teams. So have a look for that. In terms of Crystal Palace goalkeepers, Sam Johnston has played. They played one game, right? And Johnston played the full 90 minutes so far. So I probably, but then again, Henderson has been with England in the Euros. So I probably lean towards Johnston for the moment, and we'll wait and see how they go. Hopefully that answers your question, RP101. If we're talking about not sure Salah pops up under new manager, same thing can be said for Palmer under new manager. That is true. But I just feel like, I don't know. I think Palmer will be still fine. I also like Salah though. That's why I have Salah in my draft. But I want to see preseason a bit more. I think we need more preseason information. I think Palmer will start game week 1. I don't see why he won't start game week 1. I know a lot of people are saying Euros and whatnot. They'll get. I think he will start game week 1. But we'll wait and see. But yeah. Back to Shubharan's team. If Jota is fit and firing, would you consider him over Salah? Yes. It's because of the amount of saving you'll get. Yes, I would. I would probably consider Jota over Salah if Jota was fit. The thing is, there are so many new managers, right? We're talking about new managers. Liverpool, new manager. Chelsea, new manager. Brighton, new manager, right? West Ham, new manager. Apparently, now obviously West Ham's run is not great, so we can kind of wait. but Lopetegui has like a really good track record of like keeping clean sheets. Actually, a pretty decent track record of keeping clean sheets. So it's something that we might look after their run kind of like eases off a bit more. So like game week, how do we go? Let's go game week 7 onwards. Like game week 7 onwards, it's not a bad run for West Ham. I should do it from here actually. This is a bit more easier to look at. Let's go until game week 10. So West Ham, as you can see, from here on, is not a bad, I would say, not a bad run. But by then, we might even be playing wildcard, to be honest. Look at this run from here. Not too bad. But we might be playing wildcard. For now, if you're building a team, I would focus on the first 10 game weeks. Especially like the first, if you're looking to try and bank transfers, maybe the first 3 game weeks at least, or first 4 game weeks. 4 game weeks might be too much. Maybe first 3 game weeks. Try and see whether you can build a team for the first 3 game weeks without making any transfers. Obviously, injuries and whatnot, something might happen, and then you might have to react. But yeah, RK Global Transit, welcome. Best 4.5 million or under goalkeeper. You're not gonna find under. You're probably gonna find at 4.5. Best 4.5 goalkeeper. Now, there are rumors that Chelsea might sign a new goalkeeper. We kind of have to wait and see who Chelsea will get as goalkeeper. We're not really sure if they'll get someone or who it will be and what price. But keep an eye out for Chelsea goalkeeper if they do sign someone. Honestly, you ideally want to know if Forest can keep a good defense. If so, I would look at a Forest goalkeeper. Crystal Palace, I think we need to consider. Even though the fixtures are a bit meh. They did do well at the end of last season, so they are one to consider at 4.5 if I'm not mistaken. That is both the goalkeepers. Let me go transfers and see. Yeah, both at 4.5. So Crystal Palace goalkeeper. Back to the fixtures. Chelsea, Crystal Palace. Leno is 5 million. Ipswich goalkeeper maybe, but from anyone can let me know in the championship. I don't think Ipswich, they are a very attacking team. Not sure on the defense completely. Karan, welcome. How are you doing? How's the tinkering going about? But yeah, 4.5 million goalkeepers. I'm looking at Forest. I'm looking at Crystal Palace. And I'm going to monitor and see whether Chelsea signed a new goalkeeper or a Chelsea goalkeeper. Those are your options at the moment, as I think, looking at just the fixtures in general. But I'm looking at a 5 million goalkeeper option, probably. Potentially looking at a 5 million goalkeeper option. I've chosen Anderson as I've asked that question. However, I'm looking for the Crystal Palace goalkeeper. Fair enough. Odegaard plus Anderson or Nkunku plus Saliba? I feel like Nkunku plus Saliba has higher potential for points. Or that just might be Nkunku versus Odegaard. I feel like Nkunku has a higher potential. And then Saliba with Arsenal's defense has higher potential compared to Anderson. So I feel like it would be Nkunku plus Saliba for me, RP10. Flecken, Brentford. If you can find a rotate, I need to look into this properly. I haven't looked into it, and I'll promise I'll do it this week. But if you can find a rotating goalkeeper with Flecken, I think there is a rotating goalkeeper with Flecken. If I'm not mistaken, I saw a thread somewhere that Flecken rotates with someone really well. Who was it? I think it was supposed to be. Was it Crystal Palace goalkeeper that he rotates with? Let's actually, you know what we can do? Brentford, Chelsea, Palace, Forest. Game week 7 is a problem. Yeah, it doesn't, man. I mean, Crystal Palace and Brentford rotate decently. Forest and Crystal Palace also rotate pretty decently. except for Game Week 7. Kendo, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome. I mean, this is how I would look at rotations. I'm still on my first draft. I'm sure it'll move from Salah only to Haaland plus Salah the day before the deadline. See, I'm only on my first draft. This was my first draft. I am going to now look into a Haaland draft for this video, just to kind of build a Haaland draft and see. This was my first draft. How did I even get this? Yes, it was. But I didn't like the third forward. Like the forward line seems like lacking or something. But yeah, this was my first draft. Obviously, Walton, I need to change to the new Ipswich keeper. But yeah, Palace double defense is underrated. Yeah, Palace defense could be a thing as well. Kind of double defense, like goalkeeper and defender. That could also be a possibility. Great rolling spliff making transfers. Was it Muric who signed with Ipswich? No, Muric signed with Leicester City, didn't he? He didn't sign with Ipswich. Muric signed with Leicester. Alright, back to Shubharan's team. Shubharan. Sanchez, Guardiola, Burn, Mikalenko, Mitoma, Salah, Eze, Nkunku, Gordon, Haaland, Isak. I like the 11, to be honest. The 11 are nice. I guess the bench, Pau, Konsa, regardless. Stewart. But he won't play, right? Is that a 4.5 million forward? And then Mbabu. I guess if you guys are looking for 4 million defenders, you might find a lot in terms of Ipswich. FPL Rabadaki, quack. Welcome, FPL Rabadaki. How are you doing? How has your day been? Welcome. If you're looking for 4 million defenders, Ipswich have most of the promoted teams have quite a lot. Are you reviewing? Yes. Send them over. If you are on X, you can send them on X. If you're on Instagram, you can send them on Instagram. Wherever you are, just send it over, and I will bring it up on screen. Now, if I DM you my team on Insta, would you mind rate my team? Yes. Send. The whole purpose of this stream is for you guys. And on the side, I'm just trying to see if I can build a Haaland draft, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's try and remove some of these players. And okay, before we remove, let me like players I would like to have: Palmer, Isak, Konsa can stay. I'll remove the defense. Dan Burn, I think, because of the fixtures. Rogers is just a placeholder for now as a 5 million. I think he's doing well in preseason. Whether he'll continue to do well is a different story, but we'll wait and see. Foden. If I get Haaland, I don't know if I'll get Foden. Okay, so let's keep these as like placeholders of like the defenders. It's just value placeholders. Palmer is someone I still do like, and I would love to have for Game Week 1. Isak as well, good fixtures. Now let's build with Haaland and see if it's possible. Kendo, thank you for subscribing. Thank you very much. We are at 774 subscribers, very close to 775 and then 800. All right, Haaland. Third forward. I see a lot of Joao Pedro love, but Joao Pedro is not going on preseason, right? So we need to monitor that and see. So let's try and build the midfield. Let me make this smaller a bit more easier. Let's scroll in. Okay, so we will go with who has good fixtures. Let me reset this. Game week 1 to 10. I've got Palmer for Chelsea. Arsenal cover. I don't know if I can get Arsenal cover. I might even look to avoid Arsenal defense for the first 5 game weeks potentially. Palace defense. Let's get some Palace defense. In Anderson maybe. Liverpool. Let's put Jota in there. Just for placeholder again, just to see what happens. The name Jota Diego. Your DMs might be off on X. No, they should be open. They should be open. Oh, I'll follow you. Then you'll be able to send me a message. Alright, you can now send me a message. Kendo. Alright, we got Combs Draft. Let me bring Combs Draft up. Good quality pitch. Love it. Alright. Combe, Leno in goal. Saliba, Trent. Ooh, big at the back. Now this is an interesting draft. I don't see these type of drafts. Saliba, Trent, Guardiola, Leif Davis, and Ian Matheson. Very attacking defenders. 4 out of the 5 are extremely attacking fullbacks. Luis Diaz, Joelinton, Odegaard, Palmer, Muniz, Watkins, Isaac, Kamada in midfield. How expensive is he? Is he 4.5? Oh, he's 5.5. Interesting. So you have plenty of budget to like even put another midfielder there. And then Muric in goal. This is actually a very solid team. Obviously, like, okay, no Haaland. Yes, doesn't matter. No Salah. Yeah. But you have a Liverpool attacker instead of Salah. Could be Jota as well. This is Luis Diaz 7.5 as well. Yes. Was it? It was. I did need a bigger phone or smaller finger. Yeah, Muric. Yes. Also, let me know when you guys send me the message, so I'll have a look and see. All right. Joelinton is nice. Now, Newcastle defense should improve with, I think Tonali is back as well potentially for this season, so that's a massive boost. Pope will be back. They'll improve their defense significantly. So I don't mind Newcastle defense as well for anyone who's looking. Joelinton is a nice differential pick. How much is Joelinton at? Joelinton is at 6 million. Interesting. Send it on X. All right, nice. I will bring it up soon as well. Combe, what's your plans? How are you looking? Like, what are you thinking that could change, that will stay, and whatnot? Oh, what did I do? Let me bring Kendos. I've got Kendos as well, and let me open Instagram to get RPs as well. I'll bring the team after the changes. RP. Alright, so let me bring RPs. This is RPs, and let me bring Kendos as well. Where did Kendos disappear? Here we go. This is Kendos. Can you see my team? Mohammed, welcome. No, I can't see your team. Where did you send it? Did you send it on X? It was my first draft, so they could all change, to be honest. Fair enough. Actually, very true. I don't mind it. Actually, I like it. It looks very nice, to be honest. Something different as well. But bigger the back, I think that will change. We'll see. In a week's time, you might have a different backline, to be honest. But I like it. Alright, let's move over to... This is Kendo. We'll go Kendo first and RP is next. Alright, Kendo, Sanchez, Timber. Be careful with Timber. Don't know if he'll start or not. There's also rumors with Arsenal being linked to California. So need to see where he will actually play. So cautious on Timber for now. Anderson, Robertson, Eze, Bruno Fernandes, Son. Ooh, Son. Now you don't. That's a name I haven't seen so far. Heung-min Son, Salah, Gordon, Watkins, Isak, Brennan Johnson, Sorry, Ben Johnson, who rejected the West Ham deal, should now start. Wout Face as a 4 million option, and Larapo as the 4.5 forward. Fabianski in West Ham. I think Areola might be in goal for West Ham, with Fabianski as the second spot. So might want to keep that in mind. And obviously Timber. Those are the two doubt positions at the moment. I have a reason for everything, to be honest. Fair enough. I don't mind that as well. Also, this was shared to me on the Discord by Gov FPL, which was a rumor of Eze being linked to Manchester City. So we'll wait and see how that goes as well. I sent my team on Insta. Okay, let me have a look. I think this is yours, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I think I got your team, Mohammed. Made it up as well. Ooh, can you send me a slightly better quality one, Mohammed? Will you take a screenshot on your phone of the team on Insta? And if you can take me a screenshot on the phone, because it's a bit blurred. So if you can take a screenshot on your phone and send it to me of the team, then I can bring it up. It's a bit blurred, the one I'm looking at. If Timber works out, exposure to Arsenal's defense for 5.5 is great. True. I don't know if it'll work, but monitor and see. Yes, definitely monitor and see. I sent you my draft on X. All right, let me bring that up as well. I've gone for a few differentials and looking to go away from the normal drafts. Fair enough. Could be a great pick. Richarlison injury, and he has a good rest as well. True. I want to look at Brennan Johnson as well. He's been having a decent preseason, right? Or at least he's popping up in terms of comments and everything. I need to have a look into that. But Son is a very underrated pick. Having said that, this is RP1's team. And Mohammed said he sent me a new one. Yes, this is significantly better. Thank you. I can bring this up as well. This is Mohammed's team as well. But first, let's have a look at RP1's. All right, got Flecken, Trent, Guardiola, Mikalenko, Johnston. Flecken and Johnston in goal. Trent, Guardiola, Mikalenko, Konsa, and Anderson. Very nice defense. Very nice. Odegaard, Salah, Eze, Gordon, Foden. Wissa. Nice. Darwin Nunes. Chris Wood is not too bad given the opening fixtures. Darwin Nunes is 7.5. I guess that could be Gakpo as well if Gakpo starts. Yeah. I guess it's a nice placeholder. Don't know if he'll start, but the rest of the team looks pretty interesting. I guess this is what you meant by you've gone for a few differentials. Visa is a nice pick. I was looking at above average FPL, their bonus spot that they did. And it mentioned Visa as well. He improves on the BPS as well for Brentford. So that's a very nice pick. Chris Wood could be good for the opening few fixtures. If Forest do well in the opening few fixtures. Oops, why did I highlight? So they have a nice run of fixtures. So Chris Wood could be a very nice option as well. I like it. RP1. Just the Darwin pick that you might have to monitor during preseason. For now. The rest look nice, to be honest. Considering Darwin was busy for longer with Copa, Slot is Dutch, and how well Gakpo played, he might be the one, Yeah, that's the thing. So both are at the same price. So it's easy to switch from Darwin to Gakpo because they're both at the same price. But yeah, Chris Wood will be out after 4. Yeah, after game week 4, you can remove him because you'll have transfers stacked up by them potentially, hopefully, if no injuries go, or no injuries happen. So, game week 3, first 3 game weeks, you can play him and then you can just move him to someone else. Chris Wood is how much? He's 6 million, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So you can move him to Muniz, who is also 6 million, if you wanted. Cause Fulham, not too bad, I would say. They'll have West Ham, Newcastle, Forest. It's not too bad. Short term, maybe Muniz could find another pick as well that might appear potentially. Wondering if there'll be another pick that will appear. Maybe Jamie Vardy, if he starts games, that is 5.5, I think. By the way, you checked the draft before the changes. Let me bring that up as well. The draft before the changes. Let me go to this one's Mohammed's team, and then I'll bring your RP. I'll bring your team the draft before the changes as well. Let me just load this up here. This is your draft before the changes, right? Let's first look at Mohammed's, Sanchez, and Turner. I don't know if Turner will be first choice goalkeeper, but I guess you just put a 4 million placeholder there, so it's fine. Trent, Burn, Konsa, Harwood, and Anderson in defense. Be wary of Southampton defense. I think Freddie here in the chat will let me know. Be wary of Southampton defense. Actually saying that, now that I said that, Freddie, I need to bring your team up as well. So let me load Freddie's team up here. This Freddie's team. Trent, Burn, Konsa, and Anderson is pretty good. I like it. And Kunku could be a nice differential. Salah, Eze, Gordon, Palmer. Nice. Like the midfield. Watkins and Isak up front as well. Adam Armstrong as a third striker if you need. Pretty good. Honestly, pretty good. Only thing is lack of City cover. Manchester City cover. That's the one thing that kind of like worries me. But I guess you could still get Manchester City cover in the form of like Trent could go to Guardiola or Foden. How do you get Foden? You can't really get Foden easily in unless you move Salah to Foden. There's a possibility for a few options, I guess. I'm not looking at it myself, but is anyone thinking of bench boosting in Game Week 1? With there not many options. I haven't thought about it just yet, just because there's so much uncertainty in like player minutes and all, and I'm still not yet confident on a draft. So I haven't thought about it yet. But if anyone's looking, just because now that you can bank transfers and all of that, you could even bench boost Game Week 1, wildcard Game Week 2 maybe, or even hold on the transfer a bit more. Like if your squad is like good for Game Week 2 as well, 2 or 3 as well, and then wildcard Game Week 4, something like that. That's just a possibility. I haven't thought about it too much yet. But knowing myself, I might just keep it for a double Game Week, to be honest. I might just keep it for a double Game Week, just because now you can stack transfers. What I might look to do is like if I can stack 3 transfers, then play the bench boost and then remove the bench with the next 3 or 4 transfers, stuff like that. I haven't fully thought about it yet, but I probably won't play myself. I won't play it, but I think there is potential. You choose the main ones. Your current choices are fine. Palmer to Foden, and then you get 1 mil after. True. But you could also do Trent down to 4.5 and Eze up, maybe? Does that give you enough for Palmer? Probably not. Sorry, for Foden, probably not, right? But we need to monitor and see. The one thing with Manchester City, and it happens very often, every season at least, they start slowly and then they just start gathering pace. You don't have to get onto City immediately, especially given that their first game week is against Chelsea. But the second game week is against Ipswich. So tempting. West Ham might be a challenge against Lopetegui. You could, if you have the bottle to hold on to it, you could wait until at least the first 6 game weeks before getting on to Manchester City. But yeah, I don't know how much damage might be done. At least 2 players from Liverpool fixtures are too good. Fair enough. Yeah, that's true. Fixtures are nice. Alright, we'll get to this is RP's team before the changes. What changed? Guardiola came. Was there Saliba? Saliba has gone to Anderson in this, and this was Odegaard has come in, but here Nkunku was there. So it was Nkunku Saliba versus Odegaard and Anderson. To be honest, I still like the Nkunku Saliba more than the Odegaard Anderson for some reason. Maybe you can move Mikalenko to Anderson. That's also a possibility. Something to think about. Szoboszlai and McAllister are different from Liverpool. Yes, they are. But I would say Jota as well is a differential at this moment. What is the general consensus? Haaland or no Haaland? 50-50. I haven't built a draft. That's what I was going to try and do to see if I can build a draft and get a decent team. I've seen a few people like here we go. This is a Haaland plus Salah draft from FPL Freddy, which has Petrovic, Henderson, Robertson, Damburn, Martinez, and Mikalenko alongside Barco in defense. Brennan Johnson, Gordon, Hudson-Odoi, Nkunku, Salah, Isak, Haaland, and Joao Pedro up front in terms of the attack. The only problem with the Salah, Haaland, and I'm sure Freddy will address it later, is the midfield tends to be more cheaper. The rest of the midfield, that is. Ved, welcome. Given Watkins' record last season and the great performance by most midfielders who are now expensive, do you think Haaland at 15 is worth it at all? At the moment, I don't know. This is why I was going to try and build a draft. I still think he's not worth it at 15 million. I think it's quite expensive. I think there are others who could cover him potentially. So I think there is definitely a case to go without Haaland. And where do we send our drafts? Either on Twitter or on Instagram. If you're in either of them. Or if you're in the Discord, you can send it on Discord as well. One of the three. I like this team though. Most of it. I'm sure Freddy will keep tinkering. And there'll be changes be made. Nkunku is the one that I want to see. He could be a really good option. Need to see, because this guy is a goal scorer, Nkunku. In the Bundesliga, he was really good. So we'll see whether he can get that form back. Stay fit. Stay fit is the first main thing. Every midfield I made without Haaland, it's just so much. Yeah, because you have so much money. That's the thing. I'd rather have 5 solid midfielders than anything. Fair enough. You have so much money. And the thing is, you still have good forwards with good fixtures in Isak and Watkins. That helps as well. The only thing is, if Foden is not fit for the first couple game weeks for City, you kind of want that City attacker. But if Foden is fit, I think he could very well maybe not match Haaland potentially, but be enough cover for a City attacker. There's also rumors about KDB leaving, going to Saudi, all of that. Doesn't seem like it might happen, but keep an eye out for that. Mostly Ederson seems like he might leave. Although I think that somewhat I would say do like Ortega as goalkeeper. I don't think that changes too much. What's the KDB situation? Is he really? I don't know. The rumors is a bit 50-50. I don't think they're looking at KDB right now, Saudi. There's not too much interest at the moment. I think they're trying to get Ederson instead. So we'll have to wait and see. Do you think Robertson will start? He should, right? Are we thinking that Tsimikas will start instead? For now, Liverpool, in terms of preseason, they've only played one game, I think. And it's been 45 minutes that's been shared to the likes of like Tsimikas has got 45 minutes, Kwanzaa got like 45 minutes. So we need to kind of wait and see with more preseason games. Obviously, like I told you guys, 27th, 24th, there are like various games happening for various preseason teams. We'll learn a lot. We will learn a lot about a lot of the teams this week in terms of preseason. There's so many games happening for a lot of the teams. We'll learn a lot more this week. And I'm sure when I do this stream next week on Monday for you guys, there'll be different players potentially in here. But looks good. I like it. Looking good, Freddy. It's hard for me to actually give like oh, this guy may not be good, this guy might be good, stuff like that, because still we're all up in the air. We're just basing our information based off last season, mostly last season, and most of this, like Liverpool and Chelsea, new manager, Brighton, new manager. So we kind of have to adjust our expectations. Newcastle, probably with their defense a bit more stronger because of Tonali back, Nick Pope back, all of that. But yeah, I trust Robert will be nailed this season. He should, potentially. I don't see why he won't, but we'll have to wait and see. Alright, let me try and build this Haaland draft, because else I'm never going to get to it. Now, I've got Haaland and Isak, and I'll go for, as another forward, we'll go for the 5.5 for now. Let's put Adam Armstrong in there. Was there anyone I watch listed? I know I watch listed some forwards. Yeah, let's put Adam Armstrong. I would like Jamie Vardy, but let's put for now. Midfield. This is the hard part. We've got Jota, Rogers, Palmer. What is Spurs fixtures like for the opening couple game weeks? Leicester, Everton, Newcastle, Arsenal, United, and Brentford. Oh, tough games for Spurs. Might avoid Spurs. United. Hard to say what United will turn up. Liverpool, I have Jota. City, we had Haaland. Fulham. Like a Fulham attacker, not gonna lie. But it has to be Muniz, I would say. Aston Villa, Arsenal. Anderson, Konsa. Goalkeepers, let me go for... Obviously, I was looking at the Ipswich goalkeeper. Oh, wait. Muric went to Ipswich. Oh, yes, he did. Why am I thinking he went to Leicester? I'm sorry. Freddie, take back what I said. I thought he went to Leicester. My bad. He went to... I got the goalkeepers mixed up. Crystal Palace goalkeeper, or... Let me do this again. Flecken, Palace, Pickford, Leno, Ipswich, and Forest. These are the teams I'm looking for in terms of a goalkeeper for now. Brighton as well. No, Brighton. Not great fixtures. Oh, maybe Chelsea. Chelsea, if they sign a goalkeeper. We don't know if they'll sign one. We'll have to wait and see. Does Mikolenko to Munoz sound good? Yeah, I don't mind that. RP, I don't mind that actually. Haaland and No Salah might be interesting now that I think of it. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to build and see. The Haaland and No Salah. So I'm trying to build and see whether we can try and like get a decent team. Okay, goalkeepers. From the looks of it, Flecken and Palace actually might rotate well. Game week 5 is a slight problem. But apart from Game week 5, which is actually not against free-flowing attacking teams, Palace and Brentford do nicely rotate. Although I would like a 5 million goalkeeper, just put him in there and kind of like rotate with a 4.5. But that might be more expensive. I need to go 2 4.5s if I have Haaland, from the looks of it, I think. So let's go with a... Even Chelsea and Palace are not too bad. Forest as well. I'm just not fully confident on Forest, even though those fixtures look very nice. I'm not fully confident on Forest. So I'll keep it to like the goalkeepers we know. Let's just put as like placeholders for now. So it's Flecken and let's get Johnston in there. But I already have maximum number of goalkeepers. Oh, I went and put Muric. Let me put Johnston instead. Leno and Flecken is a shout. That's true. But if I'm going Haaland, Leno and Flecken, I'll see if I have money. I'm not really sure at the moment. I need a 6.5 midfielder, which is why I had Brennan Johnson in here. But we'll go for Callum Hudson-Odoi at 5.5. We'll go for a 4 million Ipswich defender in Jacob Greaves. Greaves or Johnson? Maybe let's go Greaves for now. Ipswich. I can go for another 4.5. Oh, I have decent money. I'm going for a 3-5-2 formation. Back to my... Let me reset this. Teams with decent defense. I've got a Villa defender. Chelsea defense. Since I don't have a Chelsea goalkeeper, I think a Chelsea defender might make sense. I just don't know which defender that is. Maybe the better option would be to go for the goalkeeper instead. But let's get Chalobah in there for now. Who's the best 4 million starter keeper? At the moment, I don't think there are any. Kendo. I honestly don't think there's a 4 million starter keeper. I've seen people put Ward and all, but I don't think there's a 4 million starter keeper. Lunin to Chelsea rumored. Ooh. Be very interesting. It does go. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Chelsea could actually sign a... If the Chelsea sign a new goalkeeper, I might actually go and get that keeper. He might also be priced at 4.5 if they do sign a new keeper. But something to kind of keep an eye out for. Which leaves me with 11.5. What? I have so much money. Oh yeah, Cosmo Salah. That makes so much more sense. Oh, this might actually be a very interesting draft. We could go for attacking teams. Good attack. I don't mind a Bruno Fernandes now that I think about it. Bruno Fernandes is one. Brennan Johnson is not a bad shout, given that Spurs will be still attacking, but can wait a bit more. Villa. I wonder if there's a case for a 3-4-3. Let's say I went Bruno Fernandes, right? Just as a placeholder. The midfield is big. Yeah. Rumored to be going to Fulham, but I think it's very tenuous. Oh, Chalaba. Oh, well, he's a 4.5. Let me put Colville in there. For now. Okay. Now, midfield obviously is weak, right? I agree with that. I can put... Odegaard as well if I wanted an Arsenal attacker. This is an interesting team. Now, this is one option. I could downgrade Odegaard to... Now, here's the thing. This is reliant on Rodgers being a decent option as well. Let's say if I downgraded Odegaard to a Gordon, for example, 7.5. And I could upgrade Armstrong to Muniz. I could upgrade Rodgers to a 6 million option. Are there any decent? No, maybe we can go Callum Hudson-Odoi. We can upgrade Rodgers to a Callum Hudson-Odoi, to be honest. at 5.5. We could even do something like this. Like if I was to completely like no money kind of situation. This actually looks like a nice team. All right, what do you guys think? What's the difference in price between Garnacho and Fernandes? Bruno Fernandes is 8.5. Garnacho is 6.5, if I'm not mistaken. The only thing is I need to see whether Garnacho will be a regular starter. Rashford is also an option. I can go Rashford. I can downgrade Bruno to Rashford if I think Rashford will become a good option. But yeah, this is not a bad. This is not a bad lineup. If anything, let's say I wanted to save some cash, right? Let's say I go Muniz back again to Adam Armstrong, for example. Right? Let's say I go that way. I leave 0.5 in the bank. I can do Isaac to, for example, to Watkins after game week 3. If I wanted to bring in Watkins, because Aston Villa's fixtures look nice from game week 3 onwards, I can do Isaac to Watkins because I have 0.5 in the bank. Maybe I need to consider this Haaland draft with no Salah option a bit more. Very reliant on like if Jota starts or not. Or I would like to have another Liverpool player. Maybe I can go for like a Liverpool defender as well. Although I'm happy to wait and see with Liverpool defense a bit more. So this is an option in terms of a team. Not a bad option, I would say. Let's say Rodgers does become a really good shout. Then obviously I can still put Rodgers in there. Which will give me 1 million basically. So I can go for a 6.5 million forward. Don't think there are anyone that I would 0.5. Now I'll probably go for Muniz instead. Bruno Fernandes can be downgraded if needed, or can even be replaced to Martin Odegaard. So I can have Odegaard instead of Bruno Fernandes as well. Leicester City have a 4 million goalkeeper. He might start. If I'm not mistaken, Leicester City's goalkeeper, their regular goalkeeper is this guy. He's the one who played most of the games for Leicester City. So let me go back to Leicester. Leicester. There we go. Add some. Go to his profile. You see this? And Hermansen. Total played 44. Started 44 games. 46 games in the championship, by the way. Hermansen started 44 of them. Odegaard is better than Bruno. We all agree. In terms of FPL output, probably. Yeah, I would agree. The only thing I would say to that is Bruno might have a slightly set of decent opening fixtures in the first 5 game weeks at least. Like Aston Villa, Spurs, and City. I think Bruno might have a slightly set of better fixtures at the start. That's the only thing I would say. But there's no guarantee that Bruno will get points as well. So I need to wait and see. But it's just a placeholder. Let's put it as a placeholder for now. 8.5. But yeah, RP, just to kind of answer, I think this guy is going to be Leicester's first choice goalkeeper. However, I should say, it's not too bad. Don't you guys think? Not too bad. 0.5 in the bank if I wanted to upgrade Isak to Watkins. I will have to play like a 3-5-2/3-4-3 formation. Unless I played Muniz, then I could play a 3-4-3 formation as well. I prefer Muniz over Armstrong. But for that, I need a Morgan Rogers or someone else who is 5 million to step up. So Rogers, Mad Diallo, these are the kind of players that I kind of need them to step up, for example. I could also go Gakpo in the front line, go for Gakpo and play 3-4-3, and downgrade Jota to a Brennan Johnson. So I could go something, for example, like this. And not enough money. I still need a Morgan Rogers here. So I need to do something like this. And then up front, I would have Gakpo instead for Liverpool attack. But if I think I prefer Jota, I think I prefer Jota in general. I always like to have 0.5 in the beginning. Yeah, that's thing. It could be very useful 0.5 in the beginning. So let's say we remove this back. Go back to Jota. His name Diogo. Let's put Adam Armstrong again. It could also be Joe Pedro, but for now we'll put Armstrong because I don't know what the status of Joe Pedro is. He says 1 million in the bank if Rogers is a good option. Rogers can become Callum Hudson-Odoi because Forest have really nice fixtures. Or I can just go to Rogers. I think Rogers is going to be good. Upgrade Armstrong to Muniz. And now I don't necessarily have to play Rogers. I can play a 3-4-3 formation and still have 0.5 in the bank. It's not too bad, eh? The only thing that I will accept is you can't get a premium defense. Like you can't get a premium defender. What if you got Eze instead of Bruno and upgraded someone? Yeah. So Eze would be 7 million, right? No, so if I was to get Eze, I think I would maybe downgrade Gordon instead. Because if I was to upgrade someone, it would be Gordon. So let's say if I downgraded Eze, I have 1 million, 9.5 midfielder. Can go Phil Foden, double City attack, but I don't know if I want to go double City attack. Fortunately, Saka is 10 million. I could still get Saka and play a 3-5-2 with again Armstrong, bring back Armstrong. What am I looking at? Midfield? Damn it. Something like this. But I don't like the having to force play Rogers instead in here. That's the only thing. Whereas the previous one gave me the flexibility of playing a 3-4-3 / a 3-5-2. Because in the other one, I could like bench Rogers if I wanted to. I don't know. There is obviously scope to change things. But at the moment, I do like it, honestly. We'll keep it like this. I think obviously I'll build a non Haaland draft and just a Salah one as well, which was the one previously. But yeah, it's not too bad. With 0.5 in the bank, put a 6 million instead of Rogers and switch to Armstrong with that Ipswich striker. Do we know if that Ipswich striker is going to be the main one, or do we have an idea? I don't know who. Which you mean the 4.5 Ipswich striker? Yeah, that's also possible. So let's say we went to that 4.5 Ipswich strikers, shall we? You guys said this guy, right? That gives me 2 million, 7 million price point. I could do something. Okay, let's say if this becomes a possibility. Now, I don't know if it'll be a possibility. Let's say Rashford, for some reason, picks up some form, right? He managed to find form in preseason and looks pretty good. I could go Rashford at 7 million and I can go Odegaard if I wanted at 8.5. That is one way. Or I can go Ben Johnson. I mean, not Ben Johnson. Brennan Johnson. I wanted a Spurs player. 6.5. And I still have 0.5 in the bank to upgrade Isaac to a Watkins if I wanted to. This is also not too bad. And between Bruno and Odegaard, I think I might prefer Bruno for the start. Just for the fixtures. Not too bad, I guess. Things might change, obviously. We'll have to wait and see. There will be differences that I might look for. But this is also not too bad. I don't mind Brennan Johnson. I like it. I do like this. I don't hate it. We'll need to monitor and see though. Let's see how things go in preseason. This week, obviously, we'll get a lot of information, like I said, and then we'll reassess. So we'll Ben Johnson instead of Greaves. Yeah, that's also possible. I've just put Greaves because he's their new signing, so I know he's going to start. Whereas Ben Johnson, he also should start actually, because he's rejected the contract. So he might be actually as a right back. Yeah, fair enough. He could be Ben Johnson as well. Okay, let's confirm this for the moment. And the starting lineup would be something like, I can't believe my keepers are playing each other in the first game week. Yeah, it would be something like this. Maybe Jota as captaincy instead. Or even Isak as captain against Southampton. I know Freddie might not like to hear that, but yeah. Could be Jota though. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, something like this. I don't know. I'll monitor this and see. But yeah, we'll stop it here. And I'll look to do maybe a stream for you guys. Maybe Friday. We might do a stream. We'll look at a stream for Friday. And I'll make a couple other videos to look at a rotation type option in terms of videos. If you guys haven't watched it just yet, go have a look. There is the budget enablers for goalkeepers and defenders video, and the budget enablers for midfielders and forward video. Both videos are out now on the channel. Go check that out. And another subscriber. Yes, we got another subscriber. And if you haven't joined, do join the Football Chatbox Mini League. The league code is there in the bar right down the subscriber names, and you can join the mini league via this command as well. I will put here. Do join the mini league, and I will see you all for another live stream on Friday. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Shout out to Kendo, Com, Mohammed, RP101, Freddy, Ved. Did you send me your team? You said you were going to send me a team, and I don't know if I got your team yet. Oh, wait, I did. Here we go. Wait, are you still here? I need to look at Ved's team. Before we leave, I need to look at Ved's team. I promised I will have a look. All right. So Ved's team is Turner and Sanchez, Konsa, Byrne, Anderson, Trent, Salah, Gordon, Foden, Palmer, Isak, Watkins, Fraser, Rogers, and Harwood Bellis. Interesting. I like the forward line. Isak, Watkins, Palmer, Foden, Gordon, Salah, Konsa, Byrne, and Trent Anderson. I think Turner might have to switch Ved. Even if he's not. Let's see it. Yes, that's. So Turner might have to switch Ved. Southampton defender. I think you can probably go for an Ipswich defender for the moment. Fraser. Everyone's gone for like a cheap forward. Not too bad. Keep an eye out for who Chelsea's number one goalkeeper will be for now. But yeah, the rest of the team looks pretty decent. Not too bad, Ved. We'll have to monitor and see if Foden will start game week 1 or not. Yeah, that's Ved's team. Thank you very much, everyone. I will see you all on a Friday live stream. And obviously, shout out to, I mentioned shout outs before to Ved as well, Freddy, Endo, FPL Rabadaki, Karan, RK Global Transit, Shubharan, Joseph, FPL MFZ, Kanav, and SJ as well. Good luck to you all. I will see you all again on the Friday, and I'll have a look at making a few. I will go back to the start and watch the stream when you finish. Yes, I'm about to finish, Joseph. But yeah, I will look at. Meet you all again on Friday, same time, the stream starting time, and I'll make a couple videos during the week as well. So keep an eye out for all of that. Shout out to everyone. Have a good one. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. And if you have any questions, you can ask it on the video in the comment section after this video is done as well. Feel free to ask any questions or even send it to me on Twitter. And I'll see you all later. Peace out, everyone.